Welcome to the version 2 of the Simple Simon. Now, if you're thinking, the Simple Simon? That's a silly name for a rust base. Well, you'd be right. However, this base is exactly as it's called. It's simple to build, it's low cost, it can be built on wipe day and has loads of improvements from the V1, especially from an offline raid. You want to see it? Well, let's take a tour. Okay, running up to the base, we jump on this little wooden block because we've got a raised foundation here. Okay, right in front of you, you've got a shotgun trap. You can see your oil refinery there, and you've got windows each side looking for any door campers. We open up here, and we go into the first section of the base. And here, you've got visibility outside to shoot any door campers with, and just here you've got that excellent Brutalist peak if you've got the Brutalist skin. We open up just here and we make this awkward jump. Now, this awkward jump isn't a major problem because these two are actually exits from the first floor rather than entrances on it. As you can see there, there's a bedroom. So you respawn on your bedroom and you're jumping down rather than jumping up. The way up to the first floor, I will show you in a minute. And of course, you've got two 2-box loot rooms each side. So down here, this is where your oil refinery was. And we open up this door to go back into what I always call the lobby area. I know I shouldn't, but I just like the word lobby. Okay, we open up these two garage doors now and we come to our bunker area, and that's covered by an auto turret, and you can see the electric furnaces there. Okay, and this door here, this goes up onto your first floor, so this is the way up to your first floor rather than the other two which go way down. And there you jump up and you jump up again because you're jumping up on top of your pancake layer. Okay, there you've got a 6-box loot room and a repair bench in front of you, and another 4-box loot room here. I will say, if you're a duo, I would put that repair bench somewhere else because it is a bit tight. And we open up this door here, and bearing in mind I've left lots of garage doors open in this tour just to get through it quicker, and it loops back round to where your bedroom is. And you can see there's plenty of garage doors protecting one area from the next. So we jump up here, and then we jump straight up onto your roof because this is a very small low cost base, and this is the back of your roof, and the back of it is covered by one auto turret, and you can see you've got these great little peaks. I'm not sure what an M4 shotgun, what good an M4 shotgun would do you there, but yeah. And you've got these peaks that I use quite often, just slightly modified. You can't get up and down them peaks obviously. So we open up one of these two doors and you can go out to the front of your roof either way. So this roof is a lot more free flowing than what I usually have. My roofs are usually a lot more structured. And this is a low cost solo duo base. You're not going to be fighting off like Zergs in this base obviously, but this roof is fantastic for killing nakeds on the beach, which we all do from time to time, come on, let's admit it. And here we've just got the usual offset peak. I'm probably overusing these offset peaks a bit too much, but you get such good angles on them, especially around the sides of your base. Okay, jumping up here, then again back onto, that's technically not your pancake layer, but whatever you want to call it. And we jump down again. We see we've got a garage door and then jump up to a double door, so you're not going onto your roof through a garage door. And we'll go down, and we'll go down again. And then we'll come back to your bunker area. I'll just put my cheats on and no clip through the bunker. And the bunker, and obviously above the bunker you've got 2 shotgun traps. So if the bunker's not down in game and someone gets into your base, yeah, them shotgun traps are really, really dangerous. So we'll jump down here and we'll open up this garage door. And bearing in mind all the garage doors in the core are open here. You've got your battery, your tier 3, your furnace, all your storage, all the things you'd expect in a core. And then we come up here and we open up this window and we open up the tool cupboard, and here's your upkeep. And just remember, while your bunker's down in game overnight, that HQM will actually raise because your bunker's HQM, so it'll raise up to about 56 or 57. So we're going to start off with a lower triangle foundation and go all the way around with raised triangle foundations. This creates like a Pac-Man shaped starter base. If you don't have all the materials to get all this Pac-Man shaped starter base down, you can just do a lower triangle foundation and start off with 2 raised triangle foundations and put a door on, and then expand it from that. As you can see, I'm doing everything in its final materials from the beginning just to speed up the video because I don't want it to be too long. And as you can see, I can't put my own TC down because I'm useless. So here, this wall here needs to be upgraded to HQM before you put a window down. Because if you put a window down first, you won't be able to get back to it to upgrade the wall to HQM. If you do it by accident, then just make sure that you upgrade the wall to HQM before you put your honeycomb on. So that's how you'll be looking, except obviously it'll all be in stone. I think it's 3,000 stone now. 3,000 stone. I'm not sure. I'll double check that. So once this is done, you put another lowered triangle foundation with 2 raised triangle foundations, and these will ultimately need to be upgraded to HQM. Not straight away, obviously. And then we have a half wall and a full wall, and stick a lid on it. And that lid will have to be HQM at some point as well. And that creates your bunker. Obviously, make sure you've got a bagging base before you put the bunker down, otherwise you won't be able to spawn behind it to be able to take away that half wall. So this part is actually one part of Honeycomb. We're just expanding out the front slightly now. This will give you more space in game. This is the correct order to do things in. So this is the same order what I'm doing things now as what you will be doing in game. This side here, this is where the electric furnaces are going to go. Make sure that there is sheet metal, that shelf, because then that acts as another layer of honeycomb. So we stick ceilings on this. And we create our jump up. Now we'll put our garage doors down. Now in game you'll have a double door there. So just bear in mind you won't actually be able to use the jump up with the double door because it'll block your entrance. So you'll have to go outside the base and jump up to the roof to put your jump up down. Your jump up on. I don't know. You know what I mean. So now I am going to put it into bird's eye view and show the honeycomb from a bird's eye view perspective because I think that's easier visually to see it that way. That's it. That's your honeycomb. That's simple. So now when you've got the honeycomb on, we go here and this is where your core is, your hexagon, pentagon, circle, whatever it is. And we go around with half walls and we upgrade all these half walls to sheet metal. Now I've got a confession to make. In the tour base, I did not have these low wall partitions. So there was not occurred in the cost of the upkeep. Now it's entirely up to you whether you have them or not. They just stop splash damage. They do nothing more, nothing less. They just stop splash damage from the top down raid. When I use this base or equivalent, I actually don't put them in. That's entirely up to you, your call. So now we come down to the front and we have 4 raised square foundations. But don't upgrade just yet because we're only going to upgrade 3 to stone. We're going to upgrade that one to wood because we're going to chop that out and put our oil refinery there in a moment. Okay, first we go to the sides. We put 2 half walls and 2 windows. We upgrade these to stone. There's no need to upgrade these to anything more than stone. And of course you get better peaks with the Brutalist skin if you've got it. Now, I know now the console I've got Brutalist skins, so. And we're going to put 2 double door frames here. You can put a wall there rather than a double door frame. And apologies for the White Day event, that's really annoying. So you can put a wall there rather than a shop window. I just prefer the shop window. And then we stick a lid on this. And then we do upgrade that part to sheet metal. We upgrade that to sheet metal because above there are going to be where our beds are. And potential loot. So now we hatchet this out and we pop our oil refinery down. And then we come onto the front. We have 2 windows and a door. It's up to you whether you use a single door or a double door. If you're a solo, use a single door. If you're a duo, you might be better off using a double door. Completely your call. It makes no difference to the raid cost. Just mobility, really. And I'm going to have to delete that White Day event. So now, what we're doing like honeycomb for the top on the left hand side, next to your jump up. But on the other side, even though we're going to mirror it, we're going to make a loot room out of this side. I hope I've probably verbally made a mess of that, but you can see what I'm doing anyway. So you put a half wall here into triangles. We delete the half wall, upgrade these to stone, and then put a window down and upgrade that. I mean, that wall can be stone as well, actually, behind it. So it is completely symmetrical, but one side is a loot room and the other side is honeycomb to protect your jump up. And then here we're going to have a double door frame because we're going to have a garage door here. At this point in the build, you will need garage doors because you won't be able to jump up to the level above where you are now until you have garage doors. Okay, these need to be sheet metal or default skin. It doesn't matter if the default stone skin or default sheet metal skin. Don't worry, you can upgrade them to the DLC skin in a moment. But for now, they need to be default. And what we're doing now, we're creating our 2-box loot room above our jump ups. So we're going to have a garage door on each of these. And here we're going to have a wall. It only needs to be stone. And we're going to put a ceiling or a floor, whatever you want to call it, on this. And this will all need to be sheet metal. So here, this is where we have the garage door. You can see you can't jump up if you've got a double door. I mean, you can use a double door for now, but you can't when you put the roof on. And we come around the back of your pancake layer and we put 3 full walls down. We stick a lid on that, and we stick a lid on that, and then we use half walls. And then we enclose it all in. Okay, so behind here, we're going to raise the honeycomb in a moment. Now, here it's entirely up to you what you have. You can have here a cooking workbench or your engineering workbench, or you can have a 6-box loot room like I had in the tour. It's entirely up to you. So I'm just showing you around here now. And we're going to have 2 more double doors here, just in case of a top-down raid, a top-down door raid. You can see that's where your beds go, and here this is where you can pop a locker. Or a battery, or the battery if you prefer to have it there. I think a locker's better to have there because you've got beds just behind it. So now what we're going to do, we're going to raise the honeycomb at the back of the base. That loot room itself also actually acts as a honeycomb as well. If there's a blast through there, they'll get your loot from, they'll get the loot from the 6 box loot room, but then they'll have to blast through sheet metal again. So here we go around with double door frames. I like to use metal for double door frames because then it doesn't get destroyed in a raid. And we pop a single square down. Now this is where it's important that those were default skin, because as you can see now, they won't go down unless they're default skin. That square won't go down if you use any other skin. Actually, it does work on the new jungle skin for some reason. And there you go, there you can see it working for default stone skin. So, yeah, so once you put that down, you can upgrade those 2 walls to whatever skin you want. I best put it back to Brutalist, so it looks a bit better. So on the side here, we have 2 normal roof pieces and upgrade them. And exactly the same on the opposite side. Triangle this in. And here we're going to have 2 normal roof pieces facing outwards. And here, because you don't want a garage door going onto your roof, exposing the inside of your base, we're going to make a secondary jump up. I'm going to put a half wall on top of that. You can actually put a full wall on top of that, but it's not the way you'll build it. You'll build it like this. So just put a half wall. So there you go. So you can come out your garage door, and then you can come out, then your double door, and you're still safe. And the inside of the base is still safe. So at the 2 at the side here, the 2 triangles at the side, we're going to have 2 double door frames and 2 windows. Let's not put the window there though. We're going to upgrade these, and then we're going to stick a roof triangle piece on and upgrade the roof triangle piece. And exactly the same on this side. And here we're going to have 2 half walls and a triangle and upgrade these to stone. Because here we're just creating the backwards peak. So we need it elevated to the same level as what the roof is on. And we have 2 triangle frames, and then we have 2 triangle roof pieces, and then 2 triangle roof pieces on the side. And we upgrade all of them to stone. And there you created your peak. And you can't get up and down these, obviously. You can also put a double door frame in front of it with a double door, if you wish. So here, these are just for visual purposes, these little peaks here. Just that look a bit better, no other reason for them whatsoever. And here you have 2 more half walls, and you stick a lid on that. And that is where, see, you can actually put one wall rather than 2 half walls if you prefer. I just don't think that's the way you'll end up doing it in game, so that's why I did it 2 separate half walls. And here what I'm doing now, I'm creating our wind turbine platform. And here we'll have a double door and a double door. This is just to section your roof off, make it a lot harder for anybody who gets on it. And I'll pop the auto turrets down where they belong. And one facing this way. And then we're going to have one just here, just in front of your bunker. Now, once I put on the metal embrasures, that's it. That's your base complete. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Just want to say a quick thanks to each and every one of these guys for one reason or another. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you.